All right, Tiger, after 18 holes in today's Pro-Am, how you feeling heading into your first appearance at the Valspar Championship?
I feel good. Today was a solid day. I got a chance to play the back nine. I didn't take a look at it yesterday. I played only the front nine, and today was pretty blustery. It's supposed to blow tomorrow. Supposed to be a little bit cooler, and I just think that this golf course is only going to get tougher as the week goes on.
All right, we'll take a couple questions out here.
They've been fantastic so far. You know, they were nice yesterday, and they're great today.
You said after Honda that you wanted to get right back into the weight room. What are you hoping to accomplish there now, and is it different from when you were in your 20s?
Well, in my 20s, I was running 30 miles a week. That's no longer the case. Why? Because I've been running all my life. You know, I was in track, I was in cross country. I was trying to get in shape for baseball, keep my legs as a pitcher. So, yeah, so it's different. But yeah, I got back in the gym. I got at it a little bit. You know, as I play, start deteriorating a little bit. You know, as the week goes on, because you're not lifting for gains, you're lifting for warm up. So it's totally different. So this week was a positive week to get in the gym and get after it again.
Tiger, you've never played Valspar before. Ultimately, what led you
Correct.
to the decision to play here?
Well, to be honest with you, it's because I only got 2 rounds in LA. You know, I missed the cut there. I felt really strong afterwards. I hadn't, you know, I didn't know how I was going to feel. Then after playing, you know, Honda and really feeling good about it, I wanted to push myself in my practice sessions, which I did. Push myself in the gym a little bit, and thought that, you know, hey, I can handle 2 weeks in a row. I did it in LA, I did it in Honda, even though I didn't play, you know, 4 rounds at LA, but I got in 2, and I felt like I can handle, you know, 2 weeks in a row. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here.
Not your first time here, though. Do you remember that JCPenney Classic?
I do a little bit, not a lot. I mean, it's 22 years ago. You know, it was a different game. You know, a long driver was maybe 44 inches, maybe. Half the guys were using persimmon. A lot of balls were the #1 ball out here. It was just a different game.
Like in recent weeks, you've been paired with Justin and Rory. Yep. Then yesterday you went out with guys like Jim, Davis Love, and Steve Stricker, who won on Sunday. Do you learn from both sort of situations?
Yeah, you know, I probably learn more from the younger guys because of the fact that that's who I'm playing against now. Davis and Strix Strix a little bit still out here. Jim's been injured for a while, just starting making his comeback now. For us, it was fun because we put all 4 captains together. You know, that was a lot of fun for us. We haven't played, well, we haven't played on the tour that much of late, and we haven't seen each other or played with each other in a very long time. And so it was fun for us to get out there, and it was the regular tour against the senior tour, and they got us.
What is it about Copperhead that you think is a good test for you this week as you move forward?
It's a great test. I mean, you have to shape the golf ball both ways, and with this wind blowing, it's going to put a premium on really hitting it flush. It was a bit tough out there. Wind's blowing, swirling a little bit inside the trees, and it was tough. And it's supposed to be bluster again tomorrow, but cooler, and so it's going to be tough.
What are you looking to see out of your own game as you lead up to the Masters?
Keep progressing, keep making small changes, small tweaks. I was able to do it the last tournament I played in, and hopefully I can make a few small tweaks here this week.
What was the biggest focus of your practice leading into this one over the past week?
Getting the ball back up in the air. You know, a lot of the shots I hit at Honda were all knockdowns. I had to focus on getting that ball back up in the air again, reset my swing, and start hitting it high. I can once I'm hitting it high, I can easily take it down low. It's usually the opposite. It becomes very difficult to do.
What's the slowest to come around for you so far in the comeback? The slowest that's come around, and is it a surprise that it's taking this long, or were you expecting some of these things to be a while?
I think I've come around very quickly. I've only played 10 rounds, and so I know people are saying that I've been, you know, a little erratic, a little inconsistent, but it's 10 rounds. It's not that many. And I looked up some of my stats last night. I want to see how I rank. I'm not even on the rankings. I hadn't played enough rounds. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's basically how my comeback has been so far this year. I just really haven't played a lot.
What was your reaction to Phil winning on Sunday?
I thought it was great. I mean, he's been playing well. I mean, he played well at the end of last year, and he got off to a great start this year. He's been in contention a few times, made a couple mistakes here and there, or guys just made some birdies. It was a very, very small margin, and what he did on Sunday was very, very cool to watch. He was solid. He was consistent. Big putt at what was it, 16, I think, down the hill, 15 or 16, 16, yeah. Just to tie Justin in the clubhouse. They gave him two free holes basically to win the golf tournament. I know, Hatton was right there, but you're thinking I have 2 free holes now with the guy in the clubhouse, and he did it. I mean, he put the pressure on Justin in the playoff, put it right there pin high, and he had a beautiful putt that I don't know how it didn't go in.
Tiger, you mentioned the course a little bit. Does it fit your eye when you see it?
Not as good as your left eye. It does fit my eye well. It's very tricky off the tee, and I'm finding that having to shape the golf ball both ways. I got to hit draws and cuts. I got to hit highs and lows. I mean, it's a test.
Tiger, while you've missed 3 of the last 4 Masters, Jordan has kind of established himself as the favorite target out there. When you go back this year, do you see him in that way, or do you kind of like yourself again?
Well, the favorites are guys who've always done well there. Jordan's always played well there. I'm not going to put it out of the realm if Freddie feels good that he's still in the mix. Bernhard is still in the mix. Phil, myself, and Bubba. There are a few others that do well almost every year, and we just know how to play the golf course, and it fits us. So it's definitely going to be some younger guys up there with the chance that are playing really well at the time. But Augusta is also one of those golf courses where it favors the vets. It's just hard. It's a hard test. I mean, no matter how you look at it, it's a hard test over 4 days.
Tiger, if you take motivation from any of your peers, you get more from the young guys today, or does Phil winning do more for you in that regard?
Oh, it's both. It's both. I mean, to watch the young guys do what they're doing, that's what they're supposed to do. They come out on tour. They've established themselves. This is their generation. This is what they're supposed to do. What Phil's doing is showing us we can still do it later on in our careers. Davis did it at 51, I believe. Phil at 47. I think Kenny Perry won a handful of events post 45, 46. So there are a few guys that can do it late in their career, and for me, I'm ecstatic just to have a chance to play again, and to have a chance to win golf tournaments and compete. There was a while there where I didn't look like I was ever going to be out here again, and not in the capacity of a professional player, but here I am playing again, and it's a lot of fun.
The way you feel now, do you wish you had had that fusion surgery earlier, or is there anything you wish you could have done or would have done with the knee problems and the back problems to keep from it getting as bad as it did?
Well, I think that as an athlete, you're always pushing yourself, right? And the best ones push themselves beyond human limits. And, that's what separates them. They go through pain. They go through different things that most people are unwilling to do. And, you ask Gretz, how he's feeling now, what he did training that people don't see, they see it on the ice, but they don't see it, what he's doing in the rink, like away from the games. And same thing with MJ, same with a lot of guys. And I happen to be one of those guys that pushed my body and pushed my mind to accomplish the things that I knew I could, and I was able to do it.
Got time for 2 more questions.
How big a change was that you made last week? Try to hit it higher, and does it take a little while to get used to that change, or do you feel like you can implement it now?
No more low finishes, and cutting things off, hitting 7 irons 140 yards and that kind of thing. That's what I had to do at Honda, and now just basically full shots, getting them back up in the air again. Granted, today I'm hitting a lot of chippies out there today, but it's a little bit easier to bring the ball down than it is to bring the ball up.
Last question.
Need to go to sort of Augusta beforehand, or you just
Yeah,
like normal?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. No, I'll go there before. I've hadn't played in a couple of years now, and so I'd like to get up there and take a look at it. I know there's no changes as far as design. I think they've resurfaced some greens here and there, so I'll take a look at those and see if those breaks match my book, and get used to putting on bent. I haven't putted on bent in literally years, so that's going to be a little bit different.